Elizabeth Edgerly, Executive Director for the Alzheimer's Association here in Northern California and Northern Nevada. Welcome to this month's Facebook Live. So much is in the news. I'm guessing you've got some of the same concerns on your mind these days as we all do. I wanted to start by first of all wishing everybody that they are happy and healthy and safe at home with the COVID-19 outbreak, and we're right here in San Jose. We've been talking about it all day, every day, and most of all, we want to make sure that you and your loved ones are safe and healthy. This has become my new best friend. I never thought it would happen, but make sure you're doing all the things that people are encouraging you to do. Stay safe, make sure you're not exposed to other sick people, wash those hands, sing happy birthday twice. It feels like it's forever, but really, it makes a difference. So we here at the Alzheimer's Association are still working, although we do have a number of staff and our volunteers are at home, keeping their germs to themselves and hopefully staying healthy. As things change, and we are seeing a lot of change, we are having to either cancel events or creating them as virtual events. So our best advice to you is to call the 800 number, which is 1-800-272-3900. Our team at the contact center can take your calls 24/7 so they can provide you with individual assistance. They can also help provide you with information, the most latest information about classes and events. Unfortunately, those of you who are planning to come with us to Washington, D.C., we learned on Monday that the Public Policy Forum was canceled this year. It's disappointing to not be able to go and champion the cause, but it's the right thing to do. We want to make sure we get through this. So feel free to reach out to us. For those of you who have loved ones in assisted living and nursing homes, I just want to make a special shout out to all of you. I know it's very difficult. Many facilities are discouraging visits and actively not allowing families to visit. It's hard to know that your loved one is there and you're not able to go. So we have you in mind as well. Please get the support you need from other loved ones, from friends, and feel free to reach out to us as well. Today, aside from COVID-19, is a big day for us. Now, this is the 2019 Facts and Figures Report. Today, the 2020 Facts and Figures Report has come out. I haven't even gotten my copy yet, but I've read it. And what we know is that the numbers are growing. There are over 5 million Americans living with Alzheimer's. And one thing I learned from the new report is that the baby boomers are turning 75 this year. So what we're seeing in the new report is growth in the numbers over the next 5 years, so that we're going to jump from the 5 million zone up to the 7 million zone of people affected in the next 5 years. We've been talking about that tsunami coming. We are now experiencing the wave because of the baby boomers. So with that, the Alzheimer's Association is looking at the impact of this. Of course, there's the personal impact on everyone affected, also the caregivers. Here in California, the report shared that there are, I believe it was 1.6 million caregivers for individuals living with Alzheimer's. There are about 600,000 in the state with Alzheimer's, and so it adds up, when you put it all in there, to about 2.3 million people facing this every day. The costs are growing. Those of you who've been involved with us for a long time know we've been talking about the cost as being $290 billion that the government is spending on Alzheimer's each year. We now have hit $305 billion this year. So again, we're hitting the wave, and we can see it in the cost and the number of people affected. So we had a special report this year about physicians and how is the health system going to address this. We did interviews with doctors and we analyzed the current system, and what we found is there is a grave shortage in the number of specialists, in particular geriatricians. Each state has a certain number of doctors that they need in order to see the patients, and even here in California, we have a grave shortage in these doctors and also neurologists. When we reached out to primary care doctors this year, 87% said they expect to see these numbers grow. So they know these numbers that I'm telling you. But half of them said they are not prepared to help those patients. They're ill-equipped, they're not sure how to diagnose, and they're not sure how they can help. So we need to change that scenario, and that's what we're working on, trying to improve the system, offer support, and of course get more research funding so that we have better options for people. That's where a biomarker might really help. Imagine if we could go get a blood test to find out if we have Alzheimer's. That would no doubt help primary care doctors figure out how to handle this. So we're working on that and a whole bunch of other things. Let's see, what else do I need to share with you? We have some things to celebrate. Last time we were together, we were just about to go into our Memories in the Making auction. Thank goodness it happened when it did. We had a sellout crowd. We raised over $330,000, actually I think it was $360,000, well over our goal. Thank you to all of you who came and to all of our generous donors. It was really fun, and I want to do a special thank you to Tenny Sai, who was our Fearless Heart winner at the event. Tenny is an amazing champion for the cause, and it was wonderful to be able to recognize her. Thank you to our committee and our committee chair, Diane Kounalakis. So we'll have a different event next year. I don't even know what it's going to look like, but I hope you can join us next March when we have that event. Last thing I want to mention to you is we do have a campaign taking place right now at Marshall's. I actually snuck out of my house just to see what's Marshall's like, because they are inviting people to donate at the checkout stand. And I thought there would be nobody in the store because of all the concerns. It was packed and the line was really long, and it was wonderful to go up to the checkout stand and have the young man say, "Would you like to donate to the Alzheimer's Association?" And of course I said yes. So I hope if you are getting out and you go to Marshall's that you'll consider contributing. And thank that cashier for asking you, because they don't always do it. And I was so appreciative that he did it. It makes a big difference. So most of all, we wish you all well. We want you to take care of yourselves. Caregivers, we need you to be healthy so you can care for those you love. We'll see you next month. Goodbye from Northern California. See you in April. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody.